Hello, it's Scott Manley here with one more episode of Strike Suit Zero. Now, we've completed the game, but there has been a new patch and some other stuff that I just want to cover in this little episode, this little excerpt. First of all, the new patch adds difficulty settings, so if normal was too easy for you, then or too hard, you can do easy, or if it's too easy, you can do hardcore. And believe me, on hardcore, the game gets even more intense. Secondly, they added a cockpit model so you can fly around in first-person view and see even more. Now, the default setting is you can set it up so that you switch back to third-person view when you become the strike suit, but it kind of adds a little more to the intensity of the battles, but it's just, it's so fun flying this thing around and blowing stuff up. There, look, we get the... Just look at the number of missiles there. Yes. Swarm missiles look even better in first-person view. And yeah, then you can, of course, this is me flying around in the Nebula mission and an interceptor, skirting around the Arcadia while killing the targets. This is so much fun. It's almost as much fun as Star Conflict has been as well. With the difference being that Star Conflict makes you want to buy all these things as extras. Now, although you have 4 different spacecraft in the game, it looks like they all have exactly the same cockpit. I'm sure someone will whine about that, but I think it's fine, to be honest. I think I might go back through and play the game in first-person mode, even without the cockpit. You can still turn off the cockpit if you like, you know. Imagine you have some high-tech VR system. Anyway, another thing is, during the last mission you unlock the Railgun, which is a replacement secondary weapon, which pretty much is able to one-shot most of the hostile fighters in the game. It fires incredibly slowly, it uses half of your power, and yeah, one shot takes down most things. You just have to be kinda careful about timing your shots to make sure that you make best use of it. And... yes! Beautiful. Yeah, the Railgun, you can keep your regular plasma guns as a replacement for the machine guns, which I find it hard to use the machine guns because you have to be so darn close. It doesn't look so good in first-person mode, that's the only thing. Anyway, yes, the other thing I wanted to do was, I have, since I completed the game, got golds on everything. So I wanted to go back to the last mission. Now, the last mission... it looks like they've changed a few things in the tunnels. It's much easier to see which way you're going to turn. There was some junctions where I ended up turning the wrong way because the lighting was weird. But ultimately, yeah, we get to the core and we're flying around and killing things. Note if you're in the core and you've run out of MTAMs, then switch back and forth. And you get your MTAMs reloaded. And there we are. Thank you, you have saved me. And so now we get the good ending.
Once Control had taken back the relic, she stayed true to her word. She used the storm to paralyze the colonial fleet, and then we showed them the same mercy they had shown us. In the aftermath of their victory, mankind didn't think too long about their saviors. The vast, intimidating shape of the relic still hung over Earth. We didn't know what Control's intentions were, or what she would do next. But for now, at least, Earth was safe. The battle for Earth had destroyed space platforms and sent broken ships plummeting toward the planet. But Earth had been prepared. Every battle we'd won, and every ship that made it back, had helped keep Earth safe. Disasters that could have spelled the end of mankind were overcome. We had prevented the end of the world. And for a while, at least, there was peace.
And so yes, by destroying all of the hostile ships, I guess less of them made it to Earth. That meant less wreckage in orbit, and it was easier to defend Earth against the storm of scrap metal falling from the sky. And of course that peace will last until the DLC appears, which I am informed will happen, and since I bought it early on Good Old Games, I will actually get it for free, so I will play it then. But until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.